Excel. Today I'm going to make you understand the concept of data validation. So you can see here data validation in Excel. So this blank columns, if you see month, product and quantity. So why these columns are blank for you? So I just want to understand what all three things are there in data validation. Number one is drop down, which is a drop down list. Then is whole number concept, and the third one is date. How all these three are working actually. First I will start with the drop downs. Now if you see this one, and now on the top part of the menu bar there is an option data. If you see this, this is data. Click here and you just need to go here, data tools. If you click here you will go to data validation, and when you click here then you have options, correct? If you see here allow, this allow part is having multiple options like any value, whole number, decimal, list, date, and then are multiple options. We are covering one is list, which is there in the drop down, and another part is whole number we are going to cover, and the third one is date. So these three things we will cover in this video today. So it is very simple to use. I'm going back once again to recap. If you see this, I just typed all the months at the bottom of this sheet. I'm going down. If you see January, February for 2020, these are already typed. Product is also typed. It is the data of electronic stores, sales data. So LED, how many LEDs are being sold, mobile phones, washing machine, a microwave, and home theater. These are the products of the company. And I'm going up. I just want to I don't want to write down anything here manually because I'm getting this data from the different employees of the company. For example, I'm telling you one error that is common in the market. If you see here, January 2020, I told everyone you need to mention the month. If you see here, one is typing January 2020, 2020. So it is having some criteria. So that is why it is not typing here. Uh, if you type here like product, I'm saying LED, and then is washing machine. The another person who sold washing machine is typing in capital, complete capital, washing machine. So it will look like this. Somebody is typing this, somebody is typing this. If you go for other products, mobile, microwave, now I'm typing microwave. We mentioned it clearly there. I'm just typing here, see, micro. So they might give the space here this way. Then it will be difficult for you to rectify the data if it is for multiple columns, multiple people, multiple products, multiple months. So I'm just removing this data from here. What we need to do, is I'm just uh, copying this format because we worked on this part, and I'm just mentioning here. Now nothing is there. If I type here, if I go here, I need to go to data, then I need to go to which one? Yes, data validation. What I need to select now for drop down, I'm talking about drop down list. So what sort of list? It is saying tell me the source. So I'm just coming here. If you see here, nothing is here. If you click here and go down, select the entire months. You can see here the range, and now click OK. If you see, this one is the data validation part, drop down. If you click here you can see the months, correct? January to December. I can select January here, I can select something else here. Now another part, the validation is here. another cell is not having validation, what you need to do is copy this one, go down up to the data you are mentioning, up to those columns, those cells, and just go for paste special part. If you see here this validation part, you can also type N for validation and OK. Now the selected cells are having validation part. If you click here, this one, you can select April, and this is the data for May. This might be data for some other month. It might be July or any other month, whatever it is. So we can select likewise, and you can click Alt plus down or add arrow. If I can mention here for you, the key I'm saying is Alt plus down arrow. Down arrow you need to click, very important. This way I need to open the validation drop down, Alt plus down arrow, I can select the month and click enter. Then I go again, next cell, August, and this is for October, this is for again for April, and this is for some other like December, and another one is for November. I mentioned the months. Now the same thing I can do for product as well. If you see here, what I need to do again, I need to go here, I need to select the cells because I don't want to copy the validation here on all the cells again and again. I go to data, then to data validation. Now what I need to do, I need to select list. I need to click here in the source because I'm just looking for the source on this sheet. I will go down on this sheet to select the source. If you see here, the source is here mentioned. I can show you, let me show you what is there. These are the products. I need to select, these are the cells. Now click OK, and now go back, see entire cells. So you can see the drop down here, this one with all the products. January they are talking about LED. April month they might be talking about mobile. May again they are talking about LED sales. July they are talking about washing machines. June again washing machines. August they are talking about home theater. This is again mobile. April, because April we mentioned mobile there. Now can talk about microwave. For December it can be anything because it is not mentioned earlier. November it is LED. So these are the now product categories. Both the things are coming through a drop down. If you see here months, this one, this would minimize the error of typing, which is called typo error or typing error. Typing error is a common error in this industry because everybody is typing in their own manner. So the MIS part, data management part would be more difficult if we will depend on that part, that thing. So quantity we can mention anything like 20 pieces, 30 pieces. This way it can be any numbers of sales. It is mentioned there. So these are the sales of the company. I'm telling you one more thing here for the whole number concept. If you come here, I mentioned here whole number for you. What I need to do is give it border and give it fix it. If you have seen my last video for this auto fit or fit of column width, it is very important. Now what I'm doing is come here and see whole number. So how is it possible? What is whole number? I'm selecting these particular cells. If you see this, going to data, then I'm going to click here on data validation. What I need to select? Yes, you are right. Whole number. Always mention here between numbers. I'm mentioning here between 20 to 90. That means the numbers entered here should be between 20 to 90 of range. If somebody will type something else, will show some error. What we'll do? Let's see. If I'm typing here 30, 30 is in between 20 to 90, it is fine. But now if I'm typing 100, which is beyond 90, what will happen? That person will have this particular error message. This value does not match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. So person can retry here and change the number. If I type 90, it will be okay. The numbers between 20 to 90 would be there. That's the person can mention here this particular reason, this particular formula, this particular thing. So everybody will be mentioning the data according to the need. So this is another part. Now going to the next part is date. Now what is date here? I'm removing this. I'm mentioning here date. Again I'm selecting these cells, going to data, then click here on data validation. Now we need to select date here. So date in between. Again I'm mentioning here it should be 1st January 19, right, to 31st December 19. I'm mentioning the date. This is the year of 2019. It is for your ease. I'm selecting this particular year. Apply OK. Now I need everybody should mention the dates between 2019, January to December. If I type here 2nd of January 2019, it is okay, fine, accepting. In the second, if I'm typing beyond 2090, I'm coming with the same date for your ease. If I come here and this is for January again, and I'm mentioning 20, is showing the error. The same error is coming here. This value does not match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. Again, can retry and type again the date that I mentioned here, 2nd January of 2019. Then this will accept the date. So this way we work with data validation. I talked about 3 things. The first thing is drop down, second thing is whole number, and third thing is date. Alt plus down arrow is the way to get it. Like if you come here on this cell, you can see this drop down part, and if you reach here and click alt plus down arrow, you will have this list of drop down. You can select, just go to that particular month and click enter. That will be changed. Same is in case of product, because we did the validation, data validation here. We can go to microwave, or you can change the product as per the data required, correct? So this one is the part of data validation here in this video. It is not the complete one, but for your ease I made it quite simple to understand, because everybody should be on the same page. These are the basic things that we actually use in our day-to-day life if you are managing data. So this is the entire part in this video. I will come up with few more things, well, like pivot table. I'm coming up in more videos, right? So if there will be any other particular requirement in this Excel world, so you just can ping me up, comment back. Do like my video if you think it is important, it is valuable content for you. And another part, do subscribe the channel for more notifications, more videos, and also share this content, because knowledge is all about sharing things, and this is a world of sharing knowledge. If you share your knowledge, you will increase, definitely you will increase your knowledge too. So thank you, that's all for the today.